This is Chris from ElectroFame. So today's review is the No.1 S7 Plus. So the Plus version is actually the Octacore version of the No.1 S7. So this features Android 4.4 KitKat, the MTK6592, the latest octa-core processor from MediaTek, the Mali 450MP, 1GB of RAM and 8GB of ROM. At the package itself, so usual package from No.1, they keep the same design, very tough, no problem. If we open here, of course, we have the smartphone itself. So we get back to it. Under that, we have a free screen protector. And if we take that off, we have few items. So here we have the USB cable, but this one is a bit different as usual. So we have USB and USB 3. So this is a different one. So the same one which is used in the Samsung Galaxy S5. Okay. We also have a USB charger. Here. So this is an EU plug, but we can provide you with UK and US plug. You just have to let us know when you check out on our website. One battery inside. This is a 2800 mAh battery, okay? So same than the Samsung one, so you can even buy original accessories, of course. And one user manual, all in English. So if you have any trouble anyway, you can still contact us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So this is it for inside of the box. Now let's have a look at the No.1 S7 Plus. So this No.1 S7 is a copy 1-to-1 of the Samsung Galaxy S5. So which means for you, copy 1-to-1, what does it mean? So you can actually use all original accessories that everybody can use on the Samsung Galaxy S5. So I mean the back covers, the cases, whatsoever, everything will fit on it, okay? So basically, if we look all around, so here is the volume button on the side. On the bottom here we have the microphone, and here is the USB port. Okay, so we can put it back. On the other side we have the power button. On the top we have the IR when you're using the smart remote, so we will check that later. And here is a little cap to protect your 3.5mm jack. It's in kind of soft plastic. And otherwise here, so we have the speaker and the sensors and the camera here. And the bottom we have the home button, and here we cannot see, but you have the back button and the settings button, okay? So on the back here, the same back like the Samsung Galaxy S5, so same texture, okay? With the No.1 logo on it, and we have here the fingerprint sensor and the fingerprint sensor, sorry, the sensor for the heartbeat, and we also have here the flash, and we have the 16 megapixels camera on it, and here the speaker. So let's open it and see what's going on. So if we open, here we see that we have one micro SD card and one SIM card. So this is the first version of the No.1 S7 Plus, but the new version will have 2 SIM cards inside, and very soon. So please get in contact with us if you want to know more about it. and the speaker in here. So as you see, you still have the same for waterproof, water resistant than the S5, and here is actually the same. So here we had a thought at ElectroFame. We were thinking that maybe if you use the original back cover from Samsung, it might become water resistant, as you have all the lines and everything, the shape as the original one. But we didn't try so far, but you can feel free to check by your own, basically. So this smartphone has the same dimensions that the original one, which means like 142 millimeters by 72 millimeters by 8.1 millimeters. So the weight is 136 grams with battery included, which is very, very honest. And now what I propose to you is to put the battery on and to get started. Then you can turn it on then. So as the original one, this is a 5-inch IPS SD screen, okay? So here we go. So this is Android 4.4, the original from Samsung. So with air gesture, which is working very well, no problem. Okay, we have a lot of things to show. So first, we can have a look at the toggle. So this is what you will get. So basically you have the S Finder and the Quick Connect, so we can try everything just to show you. So here, first of all, the brightness is set up to the maximum, so you will know that for the review it's set up to the maximum. So the S Finder, if you click on it, this is only to find something inside of your device. So we can come back. And the Quick Connect, this is just to connect yourself very quickly to the Wi-Fi, okay? Otherwise, on the top, we have a lot of things. So basically, we have aeroplane mode to synchronize your accounts, the Wi-Fi hotspot, if you want to put as a Wi-Fi hotspot, the smart stay, which is it will detect if you're still looking at the screen or not, the air gesture that I just showed at the beginning. The multi-windows that you can use to work in several stuff at the same time. The toolbox, we will see that later on. The Bluetooth, auto rotation, sound, data connection, GPS and Wi-Fi, okay? So this is what you get basically. So you can have different view. So let's have a look first at the settings in this case. So this is how the settings looks like in Android 4.4. The people who don't know. So it's a bit different from Android 4.22. So the Wi-Fi, audio profiles, so we can check it out. It's the same basically. It didn't change so much. It's just the display, which is a bit different, but inside remains the same settings. So here we can see the cast screen to display on a bigger screen. Basically, the LED indicator. So charging, low battery, and missed events. You can come back here. We have the screen lock. So for the screen lock, we have a lot of different things. The face unlock, voice unlock, pattern, pin, password, fingerprint unlock. So right now we have the fingerprint unlocked. So I can show you. So here you can see that swipe the entire pad. So if I put my finger, it's working basically. However, if I use, for example, another finger, like this one for example, it's still working. So basically it's just like more than gadget than something which is really working. But we heard a lot of things and saw it, and actually on the S5 it doesn't work as well, very accurate. So it's just more on a gadget than something which is really working basically on both devices. So anyway, let's go back to the settings. So we were at default applications and apps. Now for wireless and networks, we have the SIM managements. When you have actually two SIM, but the next version we have the 2 SIMs. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, tethering is portable, aeroplane mode, data usage, location. So when you want to activate everything for Google, okay. So and more, we can see that we have the aeroplane modes, default SMS, app, tetherings, and VPN. So if you want to hide yourself a bit, sound and display, audio profiles. So you can check everything. The display again. The wallpaper. So you can set up for the home screen, the lock screen. So the screen lock, we looked again, the multi-window. So if we activate here, so we can have a look. Open in multi-window view. So view the candle in multi-window automatically when you open the files from My Files, blah blah blah. So basically you can use 2 things at the same time. Okay, this is all what it means. The toolbox that we saw before. So here you say access your favorite applications and features quickly with toolbox. The floating shortcut menu will be shown on every screen. So if we turn it on here, we can actually right away go back, and here you can see this little point which is following me, so I can put it everywhere on the screen. And if I click on it, I have 5 different applications that I can set up for a quick access. For the people who know the iPhones, is a bit similar to the iPhones. The Doogee DJ 800 has it as well. So anyway, we can come back, and we're here after the toolbox. So the printing, so you can print directly for your smartphone. The motion, air gestures, so you can activate everything, the air browse, air launcher, air call, internet, direct call, shake to update, and turn over to mute pause. So for the accounts, we have of course a Google account, so no problem on it. Languages, so here feel free to check the list and check your own language. Date, time, schedule, power and off, accessibility, storage. So I was talking about 8 gigabytes of internal memory inside. So here we see that we have 1.14 gigabytes of total space, and below 5.02, so altogether, which is something around a bit more than 6 gigabytes, which is available 800 here, and 3.65 in here, which is like 4.4 basically, kind of available right now. Maybe more because we installed quite a lot of applications, so I would say maybe 5 to 5.5 free. So security, so you can have a screen lock, enable widgets, owner info, and a lot of other things you can personalize. About the phone, so here I want to show you. So this is Android KitKat when it's like spinning. So we see, and if we stay on it, this is actually what you should get when it's a true version of Android 4.4, okay? On the Star P321 was very dodgy, and basically they were saying it was Android 4.4, but it was not. You know, they can fake it in some files inside the system, but this one's the true one. So the applications, apps, the permissions, the call, contacts, email, message, and S Planner. So it's basically the calendar, so you can check everything if you use it or not. So let's go back. So that was just for the settings and the toggles. And now let's have a look actually at some cool applications per default on it. So here, the first one we can right away see, we have actually the smart remote. So the smart remote is using the IR here. So it's basically a universal remote. So you can use for the television, for the DVD, the STB, the fan, the air conditioner, a camera, if you want to take a picture of you, for example. So here I won't show it for lack of time, but however on the German review that we made on our YouTube channel, you can see a demonstration of using the air conditioner with the No.1 S7 Plus. So everything is working totally and it's not fake. So you can use it for everything. You just have, I can show you quickly basically how it works. So here you can go on settings and select, and you will have basically a lot of different brands, and you have to select your own brand, and you can connect right away and use it. So that was for the smart remote. Otherwise here you can see on the second screen we have walking mates and a foot tracker. So if we click, so this is like basically the pedometer. So we do not know yet if it's really accurate. It sounds a bit dodgy, but at least it's still working, and you can see that if you're really walking normal, it should be quite accurate anyway. So that's just for the pedometer, and you can check how many calories and the distance as well at the same time. So otherwise you have the food tracker here. So you can basically make a diet and make some calculations and check, if you're taking weight or not, if you want. So that's basically for the home page. That's it. But however, let's have a look at what we can have, for the application. So as usual, we have the phone, people, call log, messaging, gallery, camera, music, videos, clock, S planner, so the calendar, email, settings. My files, so the file manager, sound recorder, calculator, browser, FM radio on it, Gmail, the Play Store, so you can download your favorite applications on it without any trouble, the Google Maps, so you can repair yourself, the S application, so if we click on it here we have the S Health. S Health is actually a bunch of other applications. So here you see we have the pedometer, exercise, heartbeat rates, and different applications. So, however, I want to show you the heartbeat right away while you're on it. So, ready? Place your finger. So I place my finger here on the back, and then we wait to see if it can be accurate or not. It might take a bit of time depending on some occasions. So here it's finished, we get 81 BPM. So to be honest, I don't really think this is really accurate, but it's still a nice gadget to play around, and maybe if you really do it carefully, like really carefully in my workout. But we tried a few times and it was always the same, and I think basically 81 is quite high, you know. So anyway, that was just to show you that you can measure your heartbeat on it anyway. So if we go back to the applications where we were just before, so here we have the system tools, so proximity and TP. So TP is a screen calibration, backup and restore, downloads, fun club, the heartbeats, so as I just showed you before, the OTG, so the OTG I will show it later, play app, S notes if you want to take some notes on the go, smart remote I already show you, the light flow lights, that's pretty interesting. So here settings, notifications, volume, more apps, tools. So what is going on? So if we go to notifications, here you see that actually you can set up notifications for a lot of different applications actually. So for example here, no signal, you can enable notifications, the light as well. So we can put, for example, sky blue light, and a sound. We can even put a sound, for example. So now if we go back, we see that here we have the light notification which just appear because we don't have any network. Okay? And with the notifications we just heard. Which is here saying, so it was just saying the light flow didn't find any network yet. So we can take it off, otherwise it might be a bit annoying. So anyway, so that was just to show you that you can actually have notifications for whatever you want in your smartphone, which is quite useful from time to time. And otherwise, that's basically pretty much it for all the different applications you have inside. So now we can actually have a look at the AnTuTu benchmark as usual in order to see all the specifications and what's going on inside. So the AnTuTu benchmark is an app which allows you to test the performances of your device. So the score has already been acquired here on the smartphone. It's a score of 25,383, which is like a pretty good score for a smartphone nowadays. The Samsung Galaxy S5 is actually 35,000. So we can actually compare it to the original one. So here you can see the total score: 35,000 for the Samsung Galaxy S5 and 25,000 for this S7 Plus. So we can see that for the multitask and runtime, the S5 is better. However, for the CPU integer, the S7 Plus is better. For the RAM, actually the S7 is better, and for the 2D graphics, it is better. All right. So you have pros and cons having this No.1 S7 Plus. So we can come back and have a look at the device info. So this is Android 4.4.2, as I said before, MediaTek latest processor, which is the MT6592 octa-core processor clocked on 1.7 GHz, 450 MP, resolution of 1280 by 720. So on the IPS HD 5-inch screen. Okay, so we have 16 megapixels for the camera here. The root access we'll try just a bit later. Here we can see 1 GB of RAM, and for the storage we have 1.14 and 5.02, which is around about, let's say, 8 GB of RAM. So it's always a bit less. We have a multi-touch, we'll try later. The DPI is actually 320 DPI for the density, which is very good. 5 megapixels camera in the front, And for the sensors, we don't have many, however. We only have 3 sensors: the acceleration sensor, the light sensor, and the proximity sensor, which is not much, but still alright. So, let's go back and have a look now, for example, at the root. So we can try to test the root. So we verify, they say, sorry, this device doesn't have proper root access. So if you want to change the Android version, we first have to root this smartphone. Okay, so if we go back now, we can actually have a look at the multitouch tester. Sorry. So if we put it on it, so here we see this is a 5 inches IPS SD 10 touch capacitive screen. So that's it. So you can try the GPS. So I already tried outside because inside it wasn't really working very well. And what I got was an accuracy of 30 meters. So basically the GPS on this Samsung, this No.1 S7 Plus is not that good compared to other phones, but still does the job and is still working very well outside anyway. It's just if you are inside you will have some troubles for sure. It's less sensitive, a bit weak. Now we can have a look actually at a video in order to see how it renders on this phone and the sounds. So I can play this video from the beginning, of course. The colors are very bright, it's very nice, no problem at all. So this is just basically the smart stay and smart pause, for example, which is a bit confusing because I have the camera with me, but it's working. So as you see, the color is very bright, as I said, and the sound is well balanced, good trebles and bass, better than other phones. Isn't as powerful as the JG6, for example, but still does a great job without any trouble at all. So we'll enjoy watching movies on this smartphone for sure. So let's go back now, and that was just to show you what's going on. So now let's have a look at the graphic performances. So for that, I propose to you Asphalt 8, which is okay, we can move that. No, sorry. So Asphalt 8, which is a racing game available on the Play Stores, and so let's see how it goes on it. You see, this is very responsive. It's very smooth, no problem at all to play. So you can see that this is perfect, you have no problem at all to play the latest game. And it's very smooth without any trouble at all. Alright. So that was just to show you what is going on basically. So no problem at all to enjoy gaming on this smartphone. So basically this is it for the No.1 S7 Plus. So the only thing maybe I forgot to say is like this phone is available in white and in black. So as you see. Okay. So the both the same, just the colors are different for sure. So to make a quick summary about this smartphone, what is special about it? So we have Android KitKat on it, the official version from Samsung, the MT6592 octa-core processor clocked at 1.7 GHz, mainly 450 MP for the graphic processor, 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM. HD IPS screen of 5 inches like the original one, 320 dpi, 1280 by 720 for the resolution, 16 megapixels on the back for the camera, 5 megapixels on the front. We have the heartbeat sensor, the flash. At this time only one SIM card, but later we will have 2 SIM cards on it. So we have the fingerprint detection when you make the pose, which is more like a gadget as I said. 136 grams for the weight, the same dimensions as the original one. We have the smart remote if you want to use your fan or your air conditioner or your television with your smartphone. You have a pedometer inside, the foot tracker, and light flow to have all the light notifications you want all about, and this is it basically. This is what you will get. So a copy 1-to-1, which is a great clone of the Samsung Galaxy S5 regarding its price. So if you have any question about this smartphone, so feel free to leave a comment below this video. To purchase this smartphone, please click on the top left corner of this video. You have a link which will redirect you right away to our website at electrofame.com. And until then, I hope you enjoy it, and see you later for the next one then. Bye bye.